Well, good day, everybody. Glad you joining me for this video. So this is January 27th, 2018. This is a Saturday, and it's kind of a warm but overcast day. The time I was shooting this video, we just got about a half-inch of rain, so everything is pretty wet. This morning, I brought all the cows in the east pasture in here to this big pen right here, because I wanted to get these 4 calves that needed to be weaned out of there. And so I was successful in doing that. Just did a gate cut there with the cows a little bit ago, and these 4 guys are the ones I was after, and we still got them captured here. So it's going to be one of these nights where there's going to be a lot of bellowing going on outside there, but that's all right. Feel like we had a pretty successful day just getting those 4 calves out of that pasture. There's the 3 bulls. We had our 2 young bulls in there, and then one of the older bulls in there. And we'll dump these calves in there probably tomorrow morning sometime so they can get some feed and hay. So Michelle's out here in this middle pasture, and she just had called me up on the radio and asked me if I wouldn't want to come out here and shoot a little video of her. So I said, yeah, I think I'll just do that. So here we are. And so I'm in the Polaris, the little Polaris, and I'll be coming up this gate right over here in just a few moments and opening the gate and letting myself through. So I think you can probably see what Michelle's been up to out there in this pasture. You can tell that part of that field's been worked and part of it is yet to be worked. There I come. I'm going to let myself through this gate here and go out and find Michelle in this middle pasture. So yeah, you probably guessed it. She's out there harrowing. So we got this rain earlier and just made the conditions more or less perfect to go out there and do a little bit of harrowing. So I don't know how many puns we could come up with as we watch what's going on out here. But I think the list could be quite lengthy if we kind of put our creativity to it. But I just titled this video, "Oh Crap," so maybe that'll give you a little inspiration. You can add your own thoughts. So I see that Miss Ellie subscribed to my channel here recently, so clearly I'm attracting a whole new demographic. I think that age group, 10 to 20, that's obviously a large demographic in this country, and if I can capture a decent market share there, I can really have something going here. So welcome, Ellie. I'm really happy that you subscribed, and no doubt there are millions out there just like you who would like to watch me take a video of someone harrowing crap. So we got to find Michelle out here. She's out here somewhere. Okay, there's the cows. Let's first go see what the cows are up to. So we had put the cubes out, obviously, and hayed them kind of over in this area right here. So it looks like they're still more or less hanging around there. I wanted to count calves out here this morning, but I didn't get a chance to do that. Just kind of got myself distracted when I was out here putting out hay this morning. But maybe I'll get that done tomorrow morning. We should have about 73 cows out here, and then however many calves that we've had since then. And I would reckon that number is in the 40 somewhere, but I really need to take time and count tomorrow if I can. All right, that's me back there in the Polaris, and obviously I'm attracting a little attention, and cows coming over to see what I got to offer. Which is nothing, as it turns out. So I've got no feed with me, and I don't really need the attention that I'm getting here. So we're going to fly off here and see if we can find Michelle, who's now, I think, over there on the north side of the pasture. And she's been at this now for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. Maybe let's call it 3 hours, maybe. And so she's making some progress there. She's making a good outline on the rim of the pasture and across the middle there. So I would imagine she's got another 4 or 5 hours to go to finish up, and she's probably going to run out of daylight before she gets that done. But she's running our Kubota 8560 out here, and it makes a pretty good tractor for doing this kind of thing. I don't know what I'm doing there. I've got no clue. Must have been a little confusion on my part. But you can see this place needs harrowing. There's just cat poop everywhere you look. So it was a job that needed doing, and Michelle volunteered to do it. I don't mind harrowing. Actually, it's kind of it doesn't take a lot of attention. You can kind of do it out there almost on autopilot, and you can see the progress you're making. That's the thing I like about it. When you're out there spreading fertilizer or something like that, you don't really see the product of your work, but when you're harrowing, you really can see that you're accomplishing something. There she is. Okay, she's coming into view. We've had this harrow for ever since we've owned the ranch, I guess. So we've had it, I don't know, 14 years old, going on 14 years old. We've had this tractor since 2009. I'm sorry, we've had it since 2013, I believe it is. And this tractor is about to turn 1,000 hours, which is surprising. Didn't realize we've been using it quite that much, but it really is a handy tractor. We rake with it. We can haul bales with it. We use it to pull the cube feeder, so it's really handy. All right, so I'm trying to catch up with her here so I can get a little bit more of a close-up footage. All right, so there you go. Let the puns begin. What could you do with that? Come on, just put your creativity to it. There's just no end. We got to remember, we got a younger demographic watching now, so we got to be careful with the words we choose. But holy crap, stuff's going down there. All right, so she's headed off there to the trees, and I'm going to try to get again some more close-up footage. You can see the awesome job this harrow is doing. It's got, as I said, the perfect condition, so it's really breaking them up and spreading them out, and that's what we needed to do here. So this should kind of help the grass come here in another 5 weeks or so, if we get some warm weather. And probably have to do this one more time, I imagine, before grass. Good thing is, when you're harrowing, you also knock down whatever gopher mans are out there. And when it's this wet, it'll knock the ant mounds down too. And whereas this pasture doesn't have a lot of ants in it, that west pasture just absolutely chock full of ants. And so we'll have to be trying to treat those things this spring. We've got a special low volume granular spreader. So you only spread about 1.5 pounds per acre. So it's an ultra low volume spreader. And it takes a while to get over the acres, but it does work, and it really has an impact on the ants. We're going to have to get out there in the middle pasture and get after them here at some point, before grass comes this spring. So I know that you folks up in Nebraska have been getting some winter weather here recently. And it seems like every time I tune into the Weather Channel, there's another winter storm warning or snow warning or something like that. So hope you're all staying high and dry and finding ways to stay off the streets and so forth. It's just been kind of very lately just a normal sort of winter weather pattern for us. So kind of some cloudy weather, some moisture and so forth. The nights are now warmer than they were a week or so ago, so we're, maybe in the 40s, maybe in the 50s, somewhere in there, and then daytime highs up around 70. So kind of a, fairly typical winter weather pattern. So she's headed back the other way here. I'm flying this thing backwards to try to get a different angle here, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And she's going to turn the corner here, and I'm going to try to turn the corner with her there. But look at the job the thing's doing. I mean, it really is breaking up the, what do you call it? Pick your own pun here. But please do have some fun with the puns. There is literally no end to the possibilities. And I'm having a difficult time constraining myself, but then I'm a disciplined guy, so I can do it. I got kind of a busy week coming up. Going to be in Houston. Probably, I think it's February 7th. Got to be down there. And then I'll start teaching down there pretty soon as well. So we're heavily into recruiting students right now. And so that's going to take a fair bit of my time. It's something I really enjoy doing. I informed everybody at work this week that I'm retiring at the end of the semester, so I don't yet know what the fallout from that's going to be. But you know, it is what it is at this point. I just want to give everybody adequate notice because it's going to take some time to probably find a replacement and all that kind of thing. Oh, there's a nice angle. Look at that. That's awesome. So we can see where Michelle has gone, and we can also see where she needs to go. So as I'm talking, she's just walked back in the house. So I guess she's giving it up for the day. So we've been talking about maybe bringing some calves back over from the west side over here so that we can kind of get them situated to sell them in the next few weeks. I don't know whether we'll do it or not. It will probably depend a little bit on just how soft the conditions are over there. But we've got some big steers over there yet that we'd really like to get sold. The market's been strong down here, and it'd be an awesome time to get rid of some more of them. So I'm just I'm going to fly this thing back here, and I'm going to wrap her up and kind of buzz Michelle one more time, and then bring it back over her one more time. So this is kind of unusual for me. I don't really get a chance to just stand out there and fly this thing. Normally I'm trying to fly it and drive something at the same time. So even though I'm not very good at it, this is a lot easier when I can just stand on the ground and watch my iPhone as I'm flying this thing. So here we go. We're going to buzz Michelle one real good time here. And then we're going to swing around and buzz her on the way back home again. But she's doing a good job and covering quite a bit of ground already. Probably going to have to go back out tomorrow and get her all finished up. Here we go. One more time back over the top of her. Yeah, she's looking good there. And then I'm going to fly it right up to where I'm standing up by the big shed there and the Polaris. But hope you enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. This has been a nice day to be outside. Happy birthday to you again, Yui. It's something else. Can't believe you're 5, but certainly you are, and hope you're going to have a great birthday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.